in, everyone, for some... UK basketball. Sure to be an entertaining contest. Some collegiate talent included in the lineup. Tonight, it'll be Chicago going up against Michigan. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. So with Johnson sitting on the bench, this is who Larry Brown has out there. The Bush. it's Jose Alvarado. Then it's Reddish. And it's Daniels in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Wolverines, they've got Howard. Jordan Poole is out there with Weber. And it's Lendenborg in at the 3, the small forward. And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. Able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
Few bigs do it as well as Towns, stretching the floor with his efficiency from range.
DeBusschere can't get the basket. Here's Lendenborg. Knocked loose. Now here's Reddish. Towns wide open. Another 3 for Chicago.
Well, with his mechanics and size, when Towns spots up, it's tough to disrupt his shot.
Chicago with the ball. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the layup's good off the glass. Towns has got 8 points.
Well, so important to get points in the paint. Makes it a lot harder on the defense.
The 3 from Poole. Wolverines again missing. Chicago with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Weber outside. Chalk up 2 there.
And that mid-range J of Weber, fantastic at scoring from that area of the floor.
Here's DeBusschere. And the 3 off target. And so it's Weber with it. He brings it up for the Wolverines. Poole the pass to Weber. And Weber throws it down.
Taking no chances there. He finishes with authority.
Weber's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. On the wing, Daniels. A 3 ball. And it's Rice with the rebound. To the left wing. Here's Weber. Weber can't get that one to fall.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Rice kicks to Poole. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. 3-pointer, Daniels buries it from 3-point range.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Time called here. The Wolverines decide to talk it over. To the inside. Here's Taylor. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
DeBusschere can't get the basket. And the Wolverines with possession. They trail by 1. Now Reddish. He has yet to score. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. Daniels from outside. Wolverines grab the miss. To the paint. Here's Taylor. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's DeBusschere. And it's Rice with the rebound. Rice has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Jose Alvarado is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. A different look now for the Wolverines. Lendenborg's checked in for Mo Wagner. And it's Poole in for King. Pass to Rose. Here's Lendenborg. He's defended by Alvarado. And the basket is good.
Well, long-armed and broad-shouldered, Yaxel Lendenborg has a first-team All-NBA name, and his skill level stands out as well. At 6'9", able to pass, handle, and shoot, he is multi-tool.
Alvarado is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Weber, he's checked in for Taylor. Knocked away. Alvarado with the steal. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Alvarado's got his first points in this one. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for the Wolverines.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid from there.
Reddish with the double team. Weber kicks to Rose. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Offensive rebound. And Lundenborg missing. Chicago leading by 4. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. And there it is for him.
Quick burst in close. From Daniels for the bucket.
And so Poole will bring it up for the Wolverines. To Hardaway. Launches it. It's rebounded by DeBusschere. DeBusschere's got 5 rebounds tonight. And a wide open look for Daniels. And the 3 ball is good.
And look, Daniels knows he has to keep working on his jumper. And these kind of shots only improve his confidence.
Rose kicks to Poole. Pass to Lundenborg. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Lundenborg's got 5 points so far. And that concludes the first half. It's Chicago as they end the second quarter on a 12-3 run. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Here's Irving. Pass to Reddish. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Reddish has got the opening bucket to start the second half for Chicago. It's the Wolverines now. 9-point game. Irving passes to Reddish. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Pressey's checked in for Chicago. So for Chicago right now, we've got DeBusschere. Irving is out there with Cameron Reddish. Then it's Karl-Anthony Towns. And it's Pressey in at the 3 spot. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Steps back. Here's Poole. It's rebounded by DeBusschere.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah. I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Time called here. The Wolverines decide to talk it over.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Here's Lundenborg. And they pick up 2. Lundenborg's got 7 points.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Chicago. Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
The offensive skill set for Karl-Anthony Towns. Greg is a 7-footer. is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting with the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Here's Reddish. And again, Chicago. No good. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul. Rose is checked in for the Wolverines. Howard finds Poole. 14 feet away, and it's good for two. Poole's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the mid-range can be tricky for Poole, but he can sink them when he has to.
Towns with the bucket.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Taylor's checked in for the Wolverines. King comes in for Poole. Here's King. From outside, off the mark. Chicago leading by 19. Here's Irving. Wolverines grab the miss. Weber's got 6 rebounds in the game. King with it. He's picked up by Irving. Weber with a screen on Irving. Launches a three. Shot's good by Rice.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
Sinks the triple.
Well, that's the thing about Towns. You hit a three, and it's the big man who gets revenge on the other end. Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
And that one's good. Towns.
Well, that's just a smart pass. Getting the ball to a ready scorer.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
He's off on the first.
And how unique is Weber? A smooth shooting big man with some sick handles.
Over in the corner, Poole, all alone. The shot is good.
Absolutely ready. And they put the ball in his hands, and he's able to finish.
Missed on the three. And the Wolverines with possession. They trail by 18. And good that time.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Chicago. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And he's good on the three ball. Towns has got 26 points.
Well,
that's a steal, bro.
That aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And the confidence Poole plays with, you gotta admire it. He feels like he can hit from anywhere on the floor. He is cold-blooded, drops the dagger, piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it. Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Launches it, and that one's good. Thibault's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Caught the defense sleeping and sets up a wide-open shot.
The shot's good from DeBusschere.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Yeah, they did a great job of controlling the pace throughout the game and keeping the defense on their heels.
To Stan, you don't see a whole lot of players 6'10" with the perimeter skills of a Franz Wagner.
Oh, you sure don't, Kevin. And not a guy with his size, strength, and skill. And he can create shots for himself. He can finish through contact. And he will also create shots for his teammates.
Johnson for three. Franz Wagner grabs the miss. And he makes the first.
You know, when Jordan Poole is playing smart, selfless basketball, he can be a true weapon offensively.
Howard's checked in for fun. And Chicago also making a switch. Daniels is checked in. And that one's good. Towns.
Well, he leads everyone in scoring, and he shows no intention of slowing down.
Pass to Lindenborg. Back to Poole. Here's Rice from past the arc. No good on the shot. Three-pointer, Daniels. And Lindenborg pulls it down. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline. Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Jordan Poole.
All free throws good from Poole. Ivo on the wing, guarded by Hardaway. And the Wolverines with possession.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
That's good from Poole.
Jordan Poole. Taking 2 shots.
All free throws good from Poole. It's an 18-point lead. Towns sinks the three-pointer. Towns has got 35 in the game.
Some think Karl Anthony Towns.
Yo, bro, come on, bro. That's a steal.
To me, he's absolutely in the conversation.
That's good from Poole.
Dennis Johnson.
All free throws good from Poole. Here's DeBusschere. A three-pointer, no good. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin, to come into an opponent's building and dominate. evening, everyone, and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation. The atmosphere in this building is electric as we get a chance to see an energized college player plugged into the roster. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. Now the starting group for the visitors. LeVert out there with Nance. Then it's White. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Davis in at the 5 spot. And for Chicago, Daniels out there with Irving. Then there's Towns. Then it's Reddish. And it's Hill in at the 4-man position. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And in terms of size, he's not your typical center. But, man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leading of. Not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Nance outside. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to LeVert. Puts up a 3. That shot off. Outside Daniel. Another 3 for Chicago.
And look, Daniels knows he has to keep working on his jumper. And these kind of shots only improve his confidence.
And how about the emergence, Stan, of Dyson Daniels as an elite wing defender?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think what happened with Dyson Daniels is he just got a chance to step into more playing time. And as he got that consistent time, he showed that he's not only one of the best defenders in this league, but he's got more offensive skill than people thought he had also.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor it. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Bailey's checked in for Vassell.
The away team. Number 41, Thurl Bailey.
Here is Nance. Outside, Davis. 1:22 left to play in the first. Yep, that one goes.
And you can tell Davis is very comfortable inside the paint. He has no doubt in his ability to find a shot.
Hands it from downtown. Towns has got a couple of threes now in the first for Chicago. Pass to Nance. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. A nice shot by LeVert.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And drifting to the corner and finding some space, Towns can exploit any gap in a defense.
Pass to Bailey. Takes the 3. A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got 9.
Oh, you love the answer 3. He's a competitor.
Towns for 3. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 4th assist in this one.
Hey, nice response from Towns, dropping a 3 of his own.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for White.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And that one's good. Towns.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
A three-pointer is right on target. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Took him no time at all on that one. 18 points for him.
Well, you've got to close out on Towns from there because he's lethal from those corner shots.
Young for three, and it's Chicago with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Dunn misses. Boom. Presley defending. LeVert in the corner. It's hauled in by Thibault.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Boone, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops. So he gets them both.
And what you love about him is he's a team-first guy, willing to do whatever it takes to win.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, this is who Larry Brown has out there. They've got Town. Messi is out there with Dunn. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Wendenborg in at power forward.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit. And it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
No good on that one. Radish, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Good on the second free throw. Chicago leading by 16. He's done with the slam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so here is Chicago. Dunn kicks to Reddish. Off target with his three. Vassell with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Finding the lane. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, to be a legit NBA player, you have to make those the tough ones.
James, the pass to Griffin.
What? Yeah, Dunn got the steal.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Chicago leading by 17. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
When he gets the ball in close, Yatsu wants to finish with authority.
59 seconds left to play here in the half. And that one falls for Vassell. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Vassell, it's easy to see why scoring comes so natural.
Towns way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Well, sometimes it's just this easy. He gets the ball and fires.
Team is in the penalty.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They have a 19-point lead. And Lundenborg missing. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two. That free throw good from Pippen.
What doesn't Scottie Pippen do? A very polished defender who can also rain buckets down from wherever. Whenever Scottie's on the floor, he is making trouble for you.
Pass to White. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And Davis can't get it to go. Chicago leading by 17. Here's Lundenborg. Done outside to the left side wing. Reddish, good on the triple. Reddish has got 6 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press you in.
And so it's Chicago closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Karl-Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Kobe White is out there with Devin Vassell. Then there's Larry Nance. And there's Davis. And it's LeVert into the three. Knocks down the three ball.
And very solid three-point shooter for a big man. Part of what makes Cousins so dangerous at that end of the floor.
You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy. But that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Here's LeVert. Bucket is good. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Here's Cousins. Another three for Chicago.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Cousins has gone 2 for 2 so far from three. Nance passes to White. Back to Nance. It's LeVert on the wing. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. LeVert's got 14 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's White. Pass to LeVert. There's the triple. And Lundenborg pulls it down. Dishes to Cousins. Makes it off the glass. Cousins has got 10 points in the quarter.
You got to try to keep Cousins out of the paint. Shoots a high percentage from there. Uses that big body to his advantage.
Now here's Nance. Oh, wow! What a great move inside.
That is incredible. Wow. And look, as amazing as that was, those are the types of dunks that make you a little nervous.
Lets it go from deep. And Davis pulls it down.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Nance passes to Vassell. On the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Rush. Drills it from outside. He's got 9.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on it.
That is a great finish!
Oh, my.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And so it's Chicago, cruising into the... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Johnson on the bench, this is who Larry Brown has out there. They've got Dunn. He's out there with Irving. Reddish out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Lindenborg in at the 4 slot.
Oh, that's just stellar defense right there from Lindenborg. He worked so hard to come up with that block.
The shot's good from Irving.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
White goes in. No good that time. Dunn with some nice D. Irving for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And we talk about the handles of Kyrie so much. Don't forget, he's also an elite shooter.
White wide open. He fires. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Matching it with a 3 of his own. Let's see if we can get another one.
Hits it from 3-point range.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Here's Dunn. And a miss there on the triple. Dunn's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Cousins against Vassell. LeVert with the wide open look. No good with the triple. Here's Dunn. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. He did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Reddish has gone a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. Vassell against Irving. 3-pointer, LeVert. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Dunn outside. Launches it from deep. And Davis pulls it down. Dunn's gone 1 of 6 shooting from the field. Here's White. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Chicago. They're on an 11-3 run.
Antonio Davis. First personal foul. First team foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line for 2. T.R. Dunn.
And so Dunn nails both of them. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Vassell kicks to White. It's LeVert on the wing. No good on the 3.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody wants to tell him to ease up off the 3s. Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the 3-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to LeVert. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant.